Good morning from Turin, everyone. We're at the Digital Media Zone here in Turin at the Italgas headquarters. So we have the representatives of the Conservatorio de Torino, and we're going to talk about music and how it goes along with climate. So good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Good morning. We're fine. We had really a good time playing here, and I mean, it was like an occasion. They asked us to come in, and we were pleased to perform a little bit of unusual setting for us, you know.
Yes.
But we had fun and really.
Yeah, we've seen how especially you were moving like this. It was fantastic. So please tell us more about the impact that music has for a message for the future.
Well, if I can think of a comparison, we were talking about sustainability, you know.
Yes.
There is something we can look upon, which is our approach to playing.
Yes.
To master the instrument, the technique of an instrument, you should be able to get, with many years of practice and study, a kind of approach that allows you to use a lot of energy, but in the right way. So I think that this comparison can be seen, I mean, from the point of a musician, you work all the life and it's never enough to try to have that kind of approach, to try to, you know, set aside your energies and to try really to think of them in a conscious way and to allow them to breathe when you're playing, which is really tricky.
Yes.
And also, in the real life of energy and sustainability, it's also tricky to find ways of, you know, governing policies that allows you to...
The breathing while you're playing.
Yes, it's kind of a both, yeah.
A perfect metaphor.
And if I may, our particular kind of music, which is classical music,
Yes.
is very sustainable because we don't require any other energy, electricity. We're not amplified in most cases, and so we just have ourselves and our instrument to produce sound and energy, and we don't waste anything.
That's fantastic. So to close, guys, please an advice for here. We may have a young musicians that would like to become one day a part of the Conservatorio. Would you give them some advice, please?
Yes, practice a lot.
Yeah, it's the same, and go to every concert you can.
With all your experience, guys, what would you say the role of these newer generations for music would be?
Well, as musicians, we can convey very strong messages and, for example, giving benefit concerts, which happen a lot around here. And I'm very happy to be in a city like Turin because I know there is a very active young generation and a very big community of Fridays for Future, which is a big part and plays a big part in fighting the climate change and approaching sustainable sources. So Turin is very good for that.
What would you think?
No, if I can add something that set aside from music a little bit.
Yes.
I'm, of course, with all my heart, promoting these initiatives about, you know, trying to find ways to survive on Earth, you know, with climate change and so on. But I also think that the most important thing for us, to the generation that will live that in somehow, and it's already living it, is to try to be as pragmatic as we can, to try at least to think of some concrete options, you know. Not just to, you know, it's really important, really important to protest and to make your voice heard, but also to propose a concrete solution. Maybe it's not the best, but you have, you know, something to say.
Something to say, yes. Perfect. So thank you guys very much. These were the representatives of the Conservatorio di Torino. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.